This is like a video I never thought I would have to ever make. Never could have imagined what I would say. And even sometimes still not sure what to say. Not sure what I will say. But I appreciate you being here to hear my story. I hope that you get something out of this video, because that's why I'm telling it. No other reason. I really hope this touches someone and encourages you to seek help, whether that's what you feel you resonate with, or whether it makes you want to reach out to that friend or that family member or whoever it is in your life that comes to mind. So last year, almost a year ago, I lost my mom. As I like to put it, at this point in time, I lost my mom to her battle with depression. Words I still grapple to say, understand, believe. Yeah. My mom was my best friend. Like, you'll even see in my videos here on my channel and Instagram, my mom was with me through everything. I like to say it like me and my mom we grew up together because my mom had me when she was super young. My dad was super young as well. And yeah, she was just there for me through everything. When I started raps and whatever, when I started this channel, she bought my first camera. Just my biggest cheerleader, just an angel on earth, honestly. Like, my mom was the best. I used to be, 9, 10 years old, had all my friends over at the house, and they would look at me and be like, "You have the coolest mom." And I'd be like, "I can't believe you would say that." Like, she was that kind of mom because she really was. I knew deep down I did have the coolest mom. So, like, it was one of those situations where she made my childhood absolutely magical just by being, a wonderful mom. But as we know, many of us are just flawed. And, there's things that we're born with. There's things that happen to us. Life just happens. My mom was the person that would always, like, walk into a room, and if music was playing, she'd be the first person to start dancing and making it a dance party. I honestly believe she really couldn't not dance if she wanted to. Her and I, we shared the same sense of humor. No one laughs at my jokes like my mom did, and I think vice versa. And yeah, my mom just meant the world to me. When I lived in Bali, she came all the way across the world, her first time, out of the country, to see me, to help me, because I believe I was struggling at the time. So that's the kind of person she was, and I think that's why I also struggle to understand how some of the best people can feel the worst. But I think the biggest takeaway that I've learned through this experience of losing my mom is understanding that mental health is real. Take it as seriously as you would take it anything else. I mean, there's just so many things. Looking back now at my childhood, looking at, the last few years with my mom, that I could have never guessed were signs of mental health and someone being in crisis. And not knowing what that looks like in the context of a Black family household. What does that look like? So these are things that I've been sitting on, wanting to honestly share ideas and understand with my community, because I can say that this is a very lonely place to be. To be a survivor of such a thing has been a lonely experience. I have great family and friends, don't get me wrong. They've been amazing, and I feel very supported by them. But as far as looking towards those who've had this experience, and just the understanding of secrets and silence in the Black family, and keeping things to ourselves, not talking about the tragedies and just the awful things that happen right under our own noses, time and time again. And if I can be a voice, and if I can understand and start that conversation, why not? Why not? It's just not worth another life. My mom deserved so much better than she was ever given. I understand now a lot about, development and how serious that is, and how important it is that we nurture our children. We take parenthood seriously, because, we're all human with our own experiences, and the way that we're all wired is differently. So I've learned a lot. And I think I'm not that comfortable with, the title of being a survivor, but that's what it is. And if I can help the next person not have to wear this title of being a survivor, I can say at this point I would just love to move forward with my channel. This is also something I'm still very proud of. While I don't feel like I'm still that girl in the previous videos on my channel, I'm still very proud of what that version of me has accomplished. So many things that I still want to tap back into, such as travel and hosting retreats, especially surrounding the topics of mental health, and just committing to being an advocate for mental health. You don't think it matters until it really hits home. Mental health has always mattered, obviously, but when it hits home, it hits home. So take it seriously, love on your people, check in with yourself, make sure you're good. Like I said at the beginning of this video, I hope this just gave you something to think about. I feel very supported, I feel very loved, and yeah, call the person that this brought to mind. Text them, send them a message, just let them know that you're thinking about them. Or if nothing came to mind, then I just ask you take a moment and think about my mom, who was my everything. I definitely wanted to make this video to honor this part of my life, and not to leave anyone in the dark about it, because that is exactly what we're fighting against. We're being more open about our mental health. We're gonna be more open about if we're doing okay, if we're not, working through difficult emotions, and just showing up and being the best versions of ourselves, because that's all we really can do. So I appreciate y'all watching. As always, I'll be posting more over my Instagram, The Pint-Sized Traveler, maybe even talking a little bit more about grief and how this has transformed me in many ways. And I hope to see you around. Love ya.